Hey guys, it's Joe with OMNIA Guide, and today we're going to be trying the Power and Magic Chasm Rising Delta, and this is the one that was recently released on our event page for the global server. And once you're done with all those unique character missions for all four, starting from Catalyst, and do your level 60 mission there, then 4 more unique missions for the Rising event, you'll be set to this stage, level 100, with 4 waves of big bosses that you've all faced in the unique missions, and you get to see exactly what you need to be looking out for. You can see that Immunity Force already sticks out, which means that Leo is not going to be useful for a lot of these bosses. The only one that's usable for is actually the second boss. So if you do want to bring Leo, I don't recommend it. You can use it on the second boss and try to clear this one as fast as you can, but you can see that the third one has immunity to force, and even the last one, the 2 bosses have immunity to force as well. So while I highly recommend that you do bring your support in mind for this last 2 bosses, for the Heretic Skull, Dragon Souls, you can use it, and there's your option right there to use it on the second boss instead. And for the team that I'm going to be using, you do need to get around 180,000 to receive the maximum amount of rewards for this event. And one I was able to get 218,000 with, it was going to be Agrias, Bartz, and Lilisette. Agrias and Bartz with the Brave Shave most of the time is going to be good enough, and Lilisette with the debuffing is going to help these other 2 guys as well, with the Whirling Edge obviously sharing the Brave, just keeping this flow very, very high up. And you do talk about Bartz and Lilisette, you want to sort of benefit off of generic buffs if you want to use Bartz, because he has the hidden buffs that further increase your stats. But the big stat that you're looking out for Lilisette is that you do have max bravery when you use Sensual Dance. So along with this max brave you get from Sensual Dance from Lilisette, you do get more max brave from Bartz as well with his passive as well. So I do have Bartz, and I only have his EX weapon. I don't have his 15 CP, I don't have his 35 CP, but still, it is extremely useful for this event, and I think it's going to be useful for a lot of events in the future as well. So that's my team. I'm going to use Brothers. Just makes a lot of sense with such high Brave count. It's going to be shared all the way through for all 3 of these guys, so it means that anything that can increase your max Brave will be helpful as well. So we're gonna go with this, and like I say, I'm not gonna use Leo for this one. I'm gonna try to find an Agrias. Hopefully we have a 5-turn Agrias that we can use here. Ooh, okay, we have one right here, right at the end. So let's see if the passive is okay. Okay, so yes, wow, she has a Bravery Knight's Pride on this Agrias, which means that it does get a 10% of initial Brave every time you use Knight's Pride. So since we're gonna be spamming Knight's Pride anyway, so this actually might be a good passive just for the use of support Agrias. Okay, let's go and use this one, and we're going to get started, and hopefully we can get that 180,000 mark again. There are some key points that you do need to look out for, so be sure to pay attention to that one. As we start with the first boss, we do get Bartz flown away with that Stoner up, but we're not too worried. We're going to start off with Knight's Pride right away. With Agrias, and with Agrias I want to get to 4 stacks a little bit early. I don't want to waste too much time on that, to at least try to maximize what I can with the damage, and I'm gonna be doing that with Agrias right now. I'm gonna go to 4 stacks, and I kind of made this run through previously, and I kind of saw that it is definitely possible to maintain Agrias's passive all the way through the battle without losing it, even if you do use your Knight's Pride. 2 of them very, very early here. Gonna go to HP attack, since the sap will take care of most of the danger, and won't be able to worry about this one. That Stoner won't be able to break our Lilisette. And let's use our double hand just to get the break, and also to get the damage off as well. It's a good start for Bartz. And now we don't want to use another Knight's Pride. We want to go and start doing our attacks, and we're gonna start with Judgment Blade. Anything that can help us out with that, go and do it. This one, we have another Agrias turn. Since Bart's is gonna use Missile after this time, let's use Bravery Attack. And I think I still don't think it's gonna proc the HP attack after, but we can use Inuki. Let's go and do that, and we're gonna use Missile one turn after. We don't want to waste too many turns on that one. Okay, and since Lilisette is pushed back, I'm gonna use another Judgment Blade, and this will allow the missile to come through, and this time it's not gonna be that much of a waste. We're gonna use missile now to open up Bart's hidden passive. This will get everybody's Brave Up and attack on all those basic stats pretty high now, and we're gonna go with the Whirling Edge for the first time with Lilisette to split the Brave, and this guy's gonna be paralyzed through Agrias Judgment Blade. With this one, let's use Hollow Bolt since we have it. We're at 12 turns right now. We should be pretty close to getting this down, and we have another Inuki, but should I use it? I think I'm gonna go with Double Hand since the Brave count is pretty high right now. I'll save that Inuki for the next turn. Tentacle Explosion won't do anything. Okay. Let's use another Whirling Edge, because this Whirling Edge will not finish, and we'll have Agrias to take care of the job right after. Yeah, just barely. And we'll use another HP attack from Agrias to finish this off. We do have the Bravery passive count at 4 turns right now, so you do need to be a little bit more aware of everything that's going to be going around. Let's use Inuki to start things off. And with Agrias, we can do another Judgment Blade, just to shave down. Okay, good stun that came through. And now we're going to use another Whirling Edge. Let's put that 21,000 both ways. Another double hand opportunity, I'm going to take that. You want to save your missiles as much as you can, because it's for those situations where you want to shade down the huge Bravery counts, which these bosses easily get to. Now we're going to go to this one where Agrias has 3 turns left, so it can be still pretty aggressive. We're going to go Judgment Blade now, and going to go Essential Dance on the next turn to get everybody's Braves up so that we can save everybody from this AoE attack, which is pretty strong. It's quadruple attack that's going to be coming through. Essential Dance to get everybody's Brave up, and with Bartz even. Yeah, let's use Inuki because, you know, getting one person broken is not the biggest issue, and we do have Agrias on the next turn to shave down once we get it. So Bartz is going to be broken right here, but everybody else is going to be fine. It's 15,000 Brave we have to shave down. We can do that with Agrias. Let's use Judgment Blade. Okay, stun coming through, that's very nice. Okay, we're going to get Whirling Edge. Release it again. We got the stun coming through, and oh, we have one more turn. I almost actually forgot about this, so you need to always be aware of the turn count for the Knight's Pride that you have to be using. So you're going to use Knight's Pride, skip on Hollow Bolt for now. Have to keep this passive going, so back to 9 turns. Good stuff, and now we're going to be going to another double hand from Bartz. 27,000. Lilisette, how many turns do we have for Whirling Edge? Let's use another Whirling Edge. I think I'm not gonna save on this one. We can use another Hollow Bolt here and maybe finish off with Bartz on next turn. Let's go and do that. Yeah, I think Bartz should be able to finish off on the next turn. Double slash. This guy, if you let him be, he gets very strong very quickly. So let's use Inuki hopefully to finish this guy off. Should be good enough. Thinking. Yeah, so 19,000 will be more than good enough. Now we're on to wave 3. This is a tricky one because we don't have any magic attackers, and this guy is immune, well not immune, to resistant to physical melee and physical ranged attacks, only weak to magic. So I have to rely on, I guess, independent attacks more than anything to try to work around this one. And what I mean by that is just anything that can passively increase your bravery without taking the bravery away from your opponent. And just an example of that HP attack from Agrias, 10,000. And we're gonna have Lilisette start off with her Essential Dance. We can have Bartz go and do his double hand. Should be able to reach pretty close to that the HP attack proc. So even with that resistance, 22,000, just fine. And with Lilisette, let's go with an HP attack. And we'll have Agrias on her turn, just use another HP attack. Okay, let's go and do this now. Still have 7 turns on Bravery, so we can save that for once we get to the last boss. For this one, let's use our first missile, because I think this is a good chance to do. This is kind of what I'm talking about in terms of raw gain of Bravery. Even if you don't do a lot of damage to them, you still are pretty successful. Let's use Inuki. Just another example of everybody braving up all the way through without worrying about the damage that can come through. So let's use another HP attack from Agrias. We don't mind getting broken here. Just want to clear this guy as fast as we can. So just a regular Bravery attack, nothing to worry about. With this one though, let's use Whirling Edge. Let's use Whirling Edge again. We're not gonna worry about having Whirling Edge on the last boss because mostly it's going to be about Agrias and Bartz helping out our friend Agrias more than anything else. So this one, let's use, since this is on pretty high Brave count, I'm gonna use Missile again. Can be a little more aggressive now since you do have a lot of count available. And another HP attack from Agrias should be reached close to 26,000. And Lilisette will be just fine from this attack. And we can use another Essential Dance. I think we're going to be fine with 2 counts Essential Dance once we're going to the final boss, because Lilisette will be subbed out for Agrias. Let's use another Inuki just to try to get 22,000 damage, which you do get. HP attack from Agrias. Lilisette with another HP attack. Yeah, it's gonna be good enough just to finish it off, so that's gonna be a good count for us. And 3 turns of Bravery, keep an eye out for that. We're gonna go to the last boss with Agrias helping out as well. We're gonna apply the Essential Dance first to these first 2 bosses, and then we're gonna bring in Agrias on the next turn. For this one, let's go with Judgment Blade. Pretty simple. And we're gonna be taking this AoE damage from one of our Skull Dragons. But in the meantime, we're going to be using... Let's go and use Missile. Not Missile. Let's not use Missile. Let's use let's just use Brave Attack this time around. Wait, do we use Missile? Because that's what I'm saying. Because I want to use Essential Dance. Let's use Missile. Let's use Missile. I think we're gonna be fine. Just to save everybody. So Bartz will get broken right here, but we're not gonna mind too much. You know, I'm not going to apply Essential Dance right now because I'm in a dangerous situation where B has a turn right after, and it's gonna attack Agrias, and it's not gonna apply the SEP. So I'm gonna have to bring in Agrias a little bit earlier than I expected, but hopefully it still will be okay. Let's bring in Agrias now and go and start with Brothers. It's a little bit unfortunate that I couldn't get Essential Dance off. The turn count really has its toll on us. Let's go and start with Knight's Pride on A. We're gonna try to get these guys down in similar amount of turns is gonna be the objective. Get another Knight's Pride from our friend Agrias and use it on A again. And with Bartz, you can do a simple missile on the summon count. And hopefully we have a Hollow Bolt on Agrias. Ooh, just 1 turn away. So it probably means that we have to use Judgment Blade. What am I saying? Judgment Bolt. Want to save Knight's Pride for the next turn. Kind of want to extend this as long as I can. Let's use Judgment Blade and use Knight's Pride on the next turn. And since we're at 4 stacks and we do have the summon available, we're gonna use Hollow Bolt now. Hopefully it turns out to be a good decision. It's 33,000 all the way. And get another Inuki available. We're gonna have to apply it on A to have another Hollow Bolt waiting for our Agrias, but we're gonna use Knight's Pride before that. Let's go and use Knight's Pride to extend this buff. And for this one now, let's use another Knight's Pride again on this guy on A, and we're gonna hopefully finish this guy up with a Hollow Bolt. Is going to be the objective. Let's use Missile one more time because we do have one more turn on our friend Agrias. Let's use it on B this time so we don't overkill. Let's use Hollow Bolt now to push these guys back one turn each. B and A. 26,000. It's gonna be just short. We don't mind. We can just finish off 8,500. So we don't need too much for that. We're gonna use our last Knight's Pride on B instead. Go and do that. So both of them are going to be silenced and stunned anyway, so you don't have to worry about this next turn. So silence will stop this guy and this guy as well. And let's go and use... How about we just save one spell from Agrias and use Inuki on B instead. Let's go and do that. We can just use HP attack from Agrias to finish A off, since it's about 8,000 that we need. Yeah, let's go and do that. 16,000 just fine. And we're gonna have our Lilisette back, and we can start applying the Sensual Dance from here. So we don't have to worry about this next turn. Darka won't do anything. With this one now, let's do Double Hand first, since we're at pretty high Brave count for all our characters. With Agrias though, let's do HP attack since we're at pretty safe. A Brave count, we can save that Judgment Blade for when we're at a pretty low Brave count altogether. Wow, it's almost over? Jeez. Okay, so 56 turns. We're doing alright, so I think this last missile, or Inuki, whatever comes up first, should be able to get the job done. What should we use just for a finishing turn? Let's use Inuki just for the flare. So 6,000 to 16,000, that's going to be the finish. About 57 turns, I believe is what we got. I still kind of would have liked to use Sensual Dance before bringing in our friend Agrias, but should be well good enough on our score. Yeah, another 210,000 on that finish. So yeah, having Bartz allows you to spam your skills like crazy, because anything else... I thought of bringing Eiko and I tried it with her run, but it just really isn't the same with the amount of speed that you're able to have with all your players, all your characters, and the extended Max Brave really helps out as well. So altogether, you guys saw this, it's 210,000 is what we got from this one, and yeah, I thought it was a tough one at first, but if you have the right composition and the kind of good knowledge of the bosses that you're going to be facing, it really is alright, because you don't have to worry too much about anything else involved, and just grab our first daily reward, and yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So level 100, Power and Magic Chasm Rising Delta, the one that just started yesterday. By I think just for me, thoroughly studying this mission kind of allowed me to realize that right composition and the right mindset always beats out huge bosses. And of course, there's a little bit skill cap involved in understanding how to manage your numbers a little bit. But all in all, I think if you guys watch this video, it should be good enough for you guys to get at least that 180,000. Should be no problem to get that as well. I got 218,000, 210,000 on that last run, and hopefully you guys can get very, very similar, very close to that as well. Even better, it would be nice too. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to Opera Omnia Guide. Put a like on this video, will be highly appreciated, and we'll see you in the next video.